What's up, what's up, what's up, tribe? How y'all doing this Memorial Day weekend? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. I don't know if y'all saw my video I posted that I want to try to get, I'm at 230 something subscribers, which thank you to everybody. And I'm trying to get to 500 by my birthday. That'll be my birthday gift to myself. So please make sure you are subscribing and share the video with friends and all that good stuff. That would be like a great birthday present for me. But anyway, this is Love and Hip Hop. The episode is called Houston, We Have a Problem. And we do. There's a lot of problems going on in this episode. So the episode starts off on a really good note, y'all. We at Dime's gender reveal party. Sean, I love Sean, y'all. I love Sean. I love Dime. Mama D is in there living her best life. Let me tell y'all something. Mama D look good. And it looks like she has her natural hair out. I like her better with her natural hair than all them wigs and stuff that she be wearing. She looks good. She really looks good. And she was having herself a good time. It looks like it was sort of like a basketball thing, because, you know, Sean's a basketball player. And they were playing basketball, you know, and it was at a gym, but it was decorated. And they had blue cheerleaders dressed in blue and cheerleaders dressed in green. It was real cute. It was a real cute theme. I'm not sure if it was a surprise to Dime, because when she came in, she looked like she was surprised at who was there, not so much surprised that it was going on. I'm not sure, but either way, Sean, you did a good job, because she walks in with her mom, and y'all know that Sean helped facilitate her and her mom making up, but then he brought her dad. And she was so happy to see her father. Her mother was like, that's her heart right there. You know, that's always been her ace one. So it was good that Sean is just a good guy. He is just a really good guy. And I just wish them all the best. So that's where all the love is, y'all. Over on the bleachers, first of all, Melissa comes strolling in there. Melissa just be, I don't know. Melissa just be anywhere and everywhere. She like Tierra. She just everybody's friend. She just there. But she walks in, and her Mimi and Ty seem to have come to a happy balance, that, you know, they cool and all that good stuff. So that's good. Tokyo was there. So Melissa asked about Carly, and of course Tokyo was like, Carly who? Can you spell it? Can I phone a friend? Like, y'all know I love Tokyo, but in this episode, I don't love Tokyo. So I'm going to get to Tokyo in a minute, because I don't love her this episode. But I still love you, boo. But this episode, I wasn't rocking with you, let me say that, because I still love you, boo. But, so that's what they were just kind of talking about what happened at the Friends Convention. Sierra shows up, Shooter's there, but it looks like they're kind of ignoring each other. But you sort of see where Sierra opens the door up, because she was like, I kind of feel bad about my last conversation with Shooter. I mean, he really has been going through a lot, and don't do it. Don't you go in that back door. Don't you. You stay right where you are. Don't you do it. Just because things ain't working out between you and BK, Sierra's starting to make me feel like she's one of those people that can't be alone. Because now that things aren't going well with you and BK, now you all of a sudden you feel bad about the last conversation you had with Shooter, and he really been going through a lot. That it. So Sierra said that she went and confronted BK, and that he hit her with the old okie doke, but she wasn't really feeling it. She's like, you know, that night I kind of went for the okie doke, but then when I got home and I wasn't digmatized no more, and I got away from it, then I started thinking like, well, wait a minute. She did have some receipts. Well, wait a minute. It ain't really making sense. It's not adding up. So she's starting to, I guess, see where the possibility lays that BK ain't who he say he is, or whatever, or as innocent as he says he is. So then we cut to Carly at the bowling alley with Sean. Carly said, I ain't go to the gender reveal because I knew Sierra and Tokyo was going to be there, and I really wasn't here for the drama. And me and Jessica are friends, and she understand that just wasn't the place for me to be, and she was cool with it. So, okay. So I guess it wasn't a surprise, because she said Jessica knew she wasn't coming. So I guess it wasn't a surprise. Here's my beef with Sean. I think I said this before, but I'm going to say it again real quick. You know who Carly is. Either A, you thought you could change her, or B, you ain't do your homework. Because Carly has been Carly for as long as I've been watching the show, and I ain't even been watching the show since the beginning. I came into the show season 2. So, and from my understanding, I missed a whole thing between her and Benzino. Maybe it was season 3. I'm not sure. But, I mean, I missed the whole her-Benzino relationship situation. So, Carly's been this person. So, you can't be mad because he talking about she's so messy and why she's starting mess. And, I just ain't really here for it. And that's just not your cup of tea. Like, Sean seems like he's just on a different level. Like, he's a different level of maturity or what have you. But what really ended up happening was Tobias walks in with Spice. And again, to me, Carly was being a friend. Because Carly was like, even though she knew Tokyo was mad at her, she was being a friend. She was like, I just got to be honest. Because her and Spice are cool. And her and Tokyo are cool. So she was like, I just got to be honest. The last time she was like, I know Tobias. And the last time I saw Tobias, he was bunned up with his girl Tokyo. And then here goes Tobias with the, well, I already told you about that. And Carly was like, well, look me in my face and tell me you're not with Tokyo. Because I thought Carly knew that Tokyo said they broke up, but maybe not. So Tobias was like, we ain't together right now. Now see, if I'm Spice, that's where I exit stage left. Because you talking about something we ain't together right now. So what does that mean? That mean like next week y'all gonna get back together or something? I don't understand that whole concept. So Carly just wanted to make sure that everything was everything. And she was upfront with all of them. And she was like, because, Tobias, I just need to make sure that you really, for real, are no longer with Tokyo. Because this is going to be a problem. So then Carly talks about how Tokyo ain't really rocking with her right now. And they were like, well, what happened? So she tells them about the friend intervention and how the whole thing went down. So then Sean gets mad because BK is his best friend. So he's like, look, that's my boy. That's my best friend. I don't want no parts of this conversation. I don't want... And he one of the people that think about the fact that I'm on a reality show and they're videotaping me. And what I don't want to happen is that there's going to be a playback of me participating in a conversation about my best friend. Because they're more than just boys. They are actually best friends. So he was like... And he admitted in his confession... his confessional that BK can be messy, but that's his boy, and he not gonna put his boy out there like that. Respect. That's what you're supposed to do. That is what you're supposed to do. Respect. So, but Carly being Carly was like, well, and he was like, why you gotta be so messy? And she was like, that's what I do. That's me. Like, that is who I am. I am messy. And I'm gonna rock for my friends, and I'm gonna, and she ain't back down from it. She was like, this is who I am. This is who you fell in love with. Like, or I don't know if they in love, but this is who you knew you was messing with. So why are you mad about it now? So Sean gets mad and he's like, you know what? I'm done with this. Like, have a nice life. I'm done. And they're at the bowling alley. When you go to the bowling alley, you put on bowling shoes. So he walks out, makes this grand exit. And I guess he got halfway to the parking lot and realized, oh shit, these are not my shoes. Carly done already picked his shoes up, talking about something. I'm about to burn these. He done left his shoes. I'm about to burn these. He walks back in, and he's like, Carly's so messy. And he's like, Carly, give me my shoes. And she was like, nope. And she runs out of the bowling alley with this dude's shoes. I was like, if you are not acting like you 5 years old with this man in the bowling alley. But the point was valid, but I guess the point of that whole thing was they not together no more. Sean's like, I'm done. We just gonna stick to the music. I ain't never heard Carly drop a track, so I don't know what music they working on, but okay. Then Rashida calls a girls' summit, little luncheon, little girls. I ain't seen no food. I saw a drink, but it might have been food there. But anyway, she calls all the girls together, and I think Tokyo wasn't there, but most of the girls were there. And she's like, I'm inviting everybody to Houston. Let me tell you something. Rashida is a businesswoman all day, every day. Because Rashida was like, look, I know I got my couple of million Instagram followers, and all these girls, social media, Instagram followers, if they got the grand opening, Boom, I'm in there like swimwear, like it's gonna be lit. I said, that is smart as hell. So she's inviting all, basically, well, y'all know it's the show for the trip. I mean, the trip for the show. But she's inviting all the girls to come down to Houston for the grand opening of her new press store, and then they're going to go to a dude ranch while they're down there. And Rashida was like, look, I know it's some mess going on. I know it's some of y'all that's not really getting along right now, but it's a perfect time for us to just get out of the get out of the city, go have a good time, go get, just go hang out, go chill or whatever. And she was like, and it's on me. It's really on Love and Hip Hop. But okay, Rashida, you paying for everything. Okay. So everybody's like, that's cool. They all like, yeah, we ready to go. Hey. And they were like, well, where's Tommy? Y'all, I don't know whether to laugh or not, because it's really a serious situation. It's really not funny. Tommy shows up and she drunk as shit. Like, you could tell she is already drunk off her ass. Like, drunk as hell. And Spice is already there rolling her eyes, because she like, look, I ain't been able to get in touch with Tommy so that we can finish up. I've been editing the video myself. I'm trying to plan the video release party, and Tommy is MIA. I can't get her on the phone. I can't get her to come into the studio. And what Spice has maintained from the beginning of all of this, or throughout all of this, is I believe in Tommy's talent. Tommy is very talented, but she's getting in her own way. And I really hate to see this happen. I really hate to see her going down this road. But I'm about my business. I'm really about my business. And so Spice, I don't even know how I started, y'all. So I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like I remember exactly how I started. Tommy's drunk, and she's slurring her words. She's really not making a whole lot of sense. Spice did make a comment about the pig again. And of course Tommy is like, why is she hating on my pig? My pig was having a heart attack. My pig is a living, breathing thing, and she don't have no empathy, and da-da-da-da. And Spice was like, it's a pig, and I was waiting 3 hours because you was dealing with the pig. Tommy is throwing it back. Tommy poured her Hennessy. She walked in the door with Hennessy. She poured the Hennessy into the wine glass, had with some Chardonnay, and when I say she drank it like a shot, like she just opened her mouth and just went. Dude, I have never seen that combination of alcohol before. And then she proceeded to continue to pour another glass of wine. Well, at some point, production wanted her to her part of the conversation was supposed to be to talk about scrap. Because, production creates the environment and tells them what to talk about. So, off camera, you hear production saying, Tommy, talk about scrap. Tommy turns to the producer and goes off. I don't give a fuck about scrap. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about him. Fuck scrap. Fuck him. And then she proceeds to start talking about her glam squad and who doing whose makeup, and she know where they live, and she going to show up at their house and fuck them up. Like, it went way left. Like, she is, she's off camera talking to the people off camera that ain't. And you hear production saying, Tommy, come on, let's go. We got to get out of this venue. Like, we got to wrap this up. I don't give a fuck, da-da-da-da-da. And you see her slurring. You see the girls trying to tell her, yo, Tommy, calm down, calm down. She can barely walk. Like, she's falling all over the place. And then it kind of blacks out the screen. And they say, Tommy got really agitated, and we couldn't calm her down. And eventually, she attacked security, and she attacked one of the producers, and it ended in a physical altercation. And they show you as much as they can show you, because they said they only had audio, they didn't have video. I believe they have video, but I believe because it may end up being a criminal situation, they couldn't show the video. But you hear her going after, and you can hear it. You can hear her going after, you hear things breaking, moving around, you hear people trying to break it up, and I'm not going to say you can actually hear the slap, but it does sound like you can actually hear somebody hitting somebody else or something like that. And that's where that scene ended. So we come back, and we come back to Sean Garrett, Jock, and BK meeting up. And basically, that whole conversation was Sean Garrett saying that he breaking up with Carly because she messy. And Jock was like, yeah, that's Carly. Like, Carly's messy. And Jock was like, no. And BK asked Jock, he was like, well, why you ain't warn me? Why you ain't warn me? And Jock was like, look, I wasn't getting in that. Like, what didn't work for me might work for you. Like, I'm not going to hate on Carly. He was like, and he even said in his confessional, he was like, look, me and Carly have had some great times together. You know, she's a lovely person. I ain't going to hate on the situation. And then BK mad. BK coming at Sean Garrett talking about something. Yo, your girl is messy. You need to get your girl in check. Sean was like, whoa, wait a minute. I broke up with her defending you. And they didn't go at it, but they kind of had a conversation back and forth about Carly being messy and stuff like that. And Sean was like, look, that's why I ain't really rocking with her now. Because, you know, your messy ass basically, all your shit coming out. And they asked him point blank, they were like, look, are you smashing these girls? Like, are you with them? And he hitting them with the, you know, that whole Kirk Frost, well, you know. And Jock was like, yeah, he did it. He smashing them. Yep, he did it. And Jock actually made a valid point that I made. He was like, so what I don't understand is, Sean, why you getting mad at Carly over bringing out BK bullshit? Because at the end of the day, BK is doing, it'd be different if Carly was lying or making stuff up. But she's not making stuff up, and she got the receipts. So, you mad at Carly and calling her messy, which, yeah, she was. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to the fact that your boy is the one out here cheating on Sierra. So, who's really being messy? Well, then we see Carly go to the glam shop because she was like, look, I need to go ahead and make things right with, you know, I really miss Sierra and Tokyo, and I need to go make things right with them. This is where I'm starting to have a problem with your actions, Tokyo. You know I love you, but... So they sitting at the the glam shop. Carly walks in. And basically Carly told... And the other thing I say about Carly is what she says is what she says. Because she explained to Sierra why she did what she did. She said, I didn't think... Because Sierra was like, why didn't you just come to me? Because she said, you told me to find out what was going on. I found out what was going on. And Sierra was like, well, why didn't you just come to me and tell me what was going on? Why did you feel the need to set it up like that? Because you embarrassed me. And I get that. But Carly was like, I was afraid that if I had come to you and told you, you wouldn't believe me because you in love. And I didn't think that you would actually believe what I was saying. And Sierra received it. Sierra did sort of receive it. Tokyo wasn't trying to hear it. Tokyo was like, whatever, you a messy hoe and I don't like that shit, you messy. Here's where the shit don't make sense to me. So Carly proceeds to tell Tokyo, look, I know you mad at me right now, you ain't really feeling me, but I gotta let you know what I saw. And she tells Tokyo that she saw Tobias with Spice at the bowling alley. Alright. So Tokyo, okay. So you were just mad at Carly for setting up Sierra and being quote unquote messy with Sierra's situation. But Tokyo, then you turn around and you mad at Carly talking about why you ain't call me, why you ain't call me to come down there, first of all, Carly said I did call you, you ain't take my call, which I believe. I believe Carly called you, and I believe you probably sent her the voicemail or didn't pick up the phone because you mad at her and you ain't trying to talk to her. So when you saw her number pop up on your phone, you ain't answer. I believe that 120%. But now you mad at her because you're saying you didn't call me. You didn't, you coming here now telling me this, but you ain't called me when it happened. First of all, you and Tobias ain't together, right? So why you gonna roll up on him anyway? Second of all, how you mad? I mean, she was so mad she walked out. I ain't ready to sit here and argue back and forth with Carly over no Paprika and Tobias. Because she was like, well, Tobias is on my line every night. Okay, well, Carly don't know Tobias on your line every night. All Carly know is he said y'all ain't together no more. I saw him with another chick. I'm letting you know what I saw as a friend. And then Tokyo was mad. I don't know what you want from her, Tokyo. I don't know what it is that... Maybe I'm missing it. Put it in the comments. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't understand what Tokyo mad about. How would you have wanted Cardi to handle that situation differently? Because she said she called you. And then as soon as she saw you, she told you. What was she supposed to do differently? I don't get it. So, moving on. Carly and Sierra did actually have a conversation. And Sierra told Carly, look, I ain't really feeling BK. Like, I do think he's lying. I love him and all of that. I want to believe him, but I do think he's lying. So that was where that scene sort of ended. I feel like, and they talk about the dude ranch. Carly talks about the going to dude ranch, whatever. And she was like, I wanted to invite Tokyo, and Sierra was like, don't worry about it. Tokyo will come. I'll take care of Tokyo. Tokyo coming. So I want to make sure that I've said everything I had to say. Alright, I think I said everything I had to say about that scene. Because like I said, that scene was one of them scenes that I was just like, not really sure. Then we see Just Brittany, who, I forgot she was on the show. And Tierra, Miss Everybody's friend. They meet up. Come to find out, Brittany is going to be performing at Rashida's after party for her store opening. Because she's from Houston, and so she's performing at the after party, and she invites Tierra. And Tierra's like, well, can I bring a +1? And Brittany's like, what you talking about? So she proceeds to tell her about the whole Jasmine situation and how, she understands where people are coming from, but Jasmine's really a good person, and Jasmine is just misunderstood, and she's a single mother herself, and so she understands what Jasmine's going through, and she just thinks that if Jasmine had the opportunity to talk to Rashida. And Brittany was like, yo, I'm not with that. I'm not trying to get in the middle of no mess. I'm not trying to bring no mess. I'm performing. This is business for me. I don't want no bullshit. I don't want no messiness to go down. No, I'm really not with that. Like, you can come, but I don't want you bringing none of that bullshit. And Tierra was like, so I don't get a +1. It's just me. I don't get a +1. See, so you already know how that's getting ready to go down. You know she's going to bring Jasmine anyway. And that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. So that's how that went down. Then we see everybody getting together, getting packing or whatever, get ready to go on the trip. And they fly down and they show clips of them on the plane and, all that good stuff. So they land and they're on the bus headed to the hotel. And, Spice is talking about the Tobias situation with Tokyo, because Tokyo's not on the bus with them. And Sierra's talking about the BK. Everybody just kind of bringing everybody up to date. But then they proceed to talk about Tommy. And they're like, well, is Tommy coming? Do you know Tommy's coming? Like, does everybody know what's going on? And Mimi was like, I don't know what's up. I just know the last time I saw her, she was pouring her Hennessy into her Chardonnay. And I knew that was going to be a problem. And so, when Spice says again, look, I think she has so much talent. She said, I had to cancel the video release party because I couldn't coordinate with Tommy about anything. And I really hate to see her let whatever's going on get in the way of business, because I really believe in her. So they get to the hotel, and one of the executive producers is standing there when they get there. Stephanie, I forget her name. And they're like, yo, this ain't good. Like, what's she doing? Like, she's standing there like, this ain't good. So they get off the bus, and she's like, look, I just need everybody to meet me in the lobby. I got to, Stephanie Gale, that's her name. I just need to talk to everybody and kind of let everybody know what's going on. So they meet in the lobby, and she proceeds to let them know, look, Tommy is no longer filming. She's no longer allowed on any of the sets. I need to let you guys know that for security reasons, I guess. She said some things went down. Basically, she was like, Tommy has been breaking a lot of the rules, and we just can't have that. You can't attack security. You can't, physically go after people like that. And just so you guys know where we are. And Jock, you can see Jock is really concerned. Like, I love Jock, but you can tell Jock is really, he's like, yo, what's this messed up? And Jock was like, well, did she try to hurt herself or something? Like, you can see he's really trying to really process it. And so after the producer walks off, they kind of, of course, they sitting around talking about it. And Jock brought up a valid point. He was like, what did Tommy do? He said, because we've seen other people go after producers. We've seen other people be physical. We've seen, like, and he's talking about Jocelyn, right? He said, and they ain't go nowhere. I mean, this last little situation, Jocelyn left. But Jocelyn had done a lot of things up to that point. And other people, too. There have been other altercations and stuff we know of on these sets. So what is it that Tommy did that just crossed the line to that point where they were like, it's a wrap. She can't be on set. She can't film. And I think her physically assaulting the damn producer was probably what did it. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain lines you just can't cross. So that's, let me make sure. I think that's pretty much where the episode ended. Of course, next week we see that there's going to probably be a confrontation between Spice and Tokyo and some other things going down. But that's pretty much where this episode ended. So y'all drop it in the comments and y'all let me know what y'all think. Because it was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. Peace.